If your conscious core essence is in the 38, opposition, or the fighter, you'll have tension, opposition, or individualism as your purpose. When we look at the right angle cross of tension, again, we're in our fourth variation. Tension, when we looked at it from the personality sun in the 21, this was tension that was focused on being in control. The 48, the tension is about not having enough depth and being able to get that depth out. And then when we looked at the 39, it was really about finding that correct spirit. Here in the 38, it's about finding purpose. Hence the reason, the purpose-driven wealth formula, the course. Because the right angle cross of tension is finding purpose isn't always easy. Unless, of course, you really truly understand your own mechanical structure that we show in the human design system. This is the gate of the fighter. And it is always ready to open itself up to the struggle and always looking for something worthwhile to struggle about. There's individualism here. We have the 48 and the 21 underneath. So it's about fighting for your own depth, fighting to be in control of your own life, and fighting for what is worthwhile. And that is being able to represent your own individual action. So what happens is there is a lot of tension here that is created for others when they are around you, because you have the 38 and the 39. It's provocative. And if you do not know your own purpose, if you're not living your purpose, you can deeply fall into a melancholic state. And that melancholy can then turn into depression. And the only cure, of course, and the only healing that can happen here is really understanding and living out your own design. So the 38 gate, it's really designed to be deaf. It's not here to be influenced. So, of course, what's important is that when you're in those times of melancholy, go into your creative muse. Be creative. You're designed to create tension in others so that they can identify with their own depth, so that they can become the quote-unquote CEOs of their own lives. And you do that by being able to live out your own purpose. So when we look at the juxtaposition cross of opposition, again, we have this provoking, but now we've moved the 48 and the 21 out, and we moved in the 57 and the 51. Deeply, all of these, every single one of these gates is individual. So deeply melancholic and very individual. And they are going to oppose whatever it is that you're presenting. Why? Because they want you to be able to go deep into your own spirit and to be able to explain, like, what do you do? Why are you here? What is your purpose? So they'll ask you, what do you do? And you'll lay out a sentence. You know, oh, I help men and women all over the world find their purpose. Oh. And they will provoke for me to be able to go deeper. And they're going to shock me so that I go deeper. They'll oppose the principle of it. They'll oppose the core of it so that I can then get a very deeper sense on how to explain what it is that I do. So they're bringing that tension. They're going to push the buttons. That's what they're designed to do, push buttons and oppose. So that whatever my explanation is, it needs to be able to resolve whatever issue is inside of them. That's what's important, is that they oppose so that whatever you're explaining to them can resolve an issue within them so that they can find their own spirit within your conversation. Individualism, left angle cross of individualism, it's not about having tension yourself, but again, you're creating tension in others. You're creating that tension in others. The right angle cross, yes, we always say, get body work, get some massages, get chiropractor, get acupuncture, Bowen therapy, whatever it is to relieve some tension. Here in individualism, it's about creating tension in others, always, and being able to understand that the tension that you create in them allows them to then go into their own spirit. So taking a stance for whatever reason it is, can absolutely, your individualism can make other people feel that tension, kind of feel that anger inside of them. And then what can happen is then they get to dive deeper into who and what they are. They get to recognize your individuality, and then you are creating that tension inside of them. So what do I see here? Really what I'm doing, creating a program where people can drop deeper into their purpose. Getting people to go into their own spirit to find out, why do they have eating problems? Why are they, not touching their purpose? What's happening with them mentally that they're holding themselves back? So again, remember, you're bringing this tension, you're bringing it to others so that they can find themselves, be initiated into their own awakening through you being on the planet.